coming from a fairly conservative high school in the South, um, honestly, I have no memory of anybody in high school, teachers, staff members, students, who were LGBT, and I think because of that, I guess my eyes didn't really open up to the community until I started to get involved in theater in college, and I saw a production of Rent when I want to say I was a senior in high school, already been accepted to college, and that was my first introduction to what it meant to be queer, whether that mean homosexual, transgendered, and the effect that AIDS and drugs had on the queer community in New York in the 80s and the 90s. And that opened my eyes to how much of an epidemic that was. And then when I got to Haverford, I met a senior at the time who was the director of the a cappella group, and I again at that moment in my life had never met anybody, had never had conversations with anybody who was out. Looking back, there are some friends who I had in high school who have since come out, and Dan was somebody who I really looked up to in college. He introduced me to a cappella, he introduced me to theater. I had never really done theater in college, and then started doing it my freshman year. And what was so fascinating for me was being with a community of people who appreciated theater for its art form. And can we pause for just a second?